Elizabeth Wanjiru's public life has not been defined by scandal in the conventional sense, but it has been shaped by a series of deeply personal and professional battles that drew national attention. One of the most talked about moments in her career came in 2022 when she openly criticized Royal Media Services, the producers of Mother-in-Law. Despite being one of the show's central figures for over a decade, she revealed she had never signed a formal contract and that her salary fluctuated unpredictably. For a woman who had spent over 30 years in the structured world of education, this lack of professionalism was both surprising and frustrating. Even more significant was her involvement in a landmark 30-year legal dispute over her matrimonial home in Loresho, Nairobi. Her estranged husband, Ugandan politician Shem Bagain, had registered the jointly acquired property solely in his name and later used it as collateral for a loan without her consent. The case dragged through the courts for decades before the Court of Appeal ruled in her favor in 2017, establishing a critical legal precedent in Kenya. Matrimonial property cannot be sold or used without the consent of both spouses. Wanjiru also broke her silence in 2020 about her troubled marriage, alleging that it had been marked by emotional and physical abuse. She recounted living in fear and even seeking police intervention at times. The separation became even more painful in 1987 when Bagain relocated to Uganda with their 3 children, leaving her to live alone in Kenya for many years. Behind these controversies lies a life of resilience. Born on July 12, 1945, Wanjiru grew up in a large family of 12 children, the daughter of teachers Apollos Mwangi and Zipporah Macharia. Inspired by her parents, she pursued education with determination, attending Alliance Girls High School before joining Makerere University in Uganda, where she studied literature and discovered her passion for acting. She later earned a postgraduate diploma in education from the University of Nairobi. For over 30 years, she built a distinguished career as a teacher and later a principal in some of Kenya's most respected institutions, including Mary Leakey Girls, Kambui Girls, and State House Girls. Her commanding presence in the classroom would later become one of her defining traits on screen. After retiring from education, Wanjiru transitioned into acting, though it was not entirely new to her. She had performed in school plays and participated in traveling theatre during her youth. However, it was her role as Charity Mwamba in Mother-in-Law, which premiered in 2008, that turned her into a household name. Her portrayal of a strict, overbearing matriarch resonated widely, becoming a cultural symbol of the stereotypical African mother figure. Despite her fame, her personal life remained marked by loss. She has spoken about the pain of losing most of her siblings over time, with only one surviving, and the loneliness she endured while separated from her children. Financially, while her exact net worth remains undisclosed, her long career in education, consistent role in television, and victory in the Loresho property case have secured her a stable standing. The Loresho home alone, once bought for a modest sum, is now valued in the tens of millions of shillings. Elizabeth Wanjiru's story is not one of glamour alone, but of endurance. From the classroom to the courtroom, and eventually to the television screen, she has navigated each phase of her life with a quiet strength that continues to define her legacy.